Bridgie, last week's match against Wealdstone was postponed, of course. Was that frustrating, given the two good performances going into that one?
Yeah, of course, it's annoying when games are postponed, but obviously we trained a few days before and kind of knew that the pitches were going to be like that with the weather changing the way it did.
And you've mentioned this season like how difficult it's been to play so many minutes when perhaps you've had a little niggle here and there. So was it maybe a blessing to have that week off going into the Christmas period?
Yeah, it's been a strange month, I think, or month and a bit, where the games have sort of really slowed down. I think a couple of months ago we must have done like 8 in a month, and the month before that was the same. It was sort of relentless, the amount of games that were coming. But yeah, the last month or so has been really like, I think we've only played 3 last month, and obviously this month already started with that game called off. So it is nice, and I think it helps us. With a few boys being injured, it helps them get back, and for the boys that have been playing non-stop, it's obviously quite a nice rest. So.
Yeah, and last week we had another blow with Daniel Carno going back to Charlton. How disappointing was that? But you've just sort of got to deal with it, haven't you?
Yeah, it's something that you've got to deal with. Obviously, we knew that he'd come in and done well, and obviously Charlton have seen that, and I think they lost a player, got injured, so called him back. So fair play to him, and wish him all the best. He was class for us, so we can't ask for much more from him.
We start our FA Trophy campaign on Saturday against Hampton and Richmond. This competition you want to do well in, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we want to do well in every competition, so it's another game we want to win and keep the little run that we're on going.
They're near the top of the National League South, and we saw last season with Darlington how difficult those games can be against teams at that sort of level, so we'll have to be on our game, won't we?
Yeah, I think every team at the moment that we sort of come, even the FA Cup, we played Yeovil at the top of that league, and they were flying and they were good. So yeah, look, it's we know it's not going to be an easy game, but it's one that we're obviously going to go into and try to win.
And how important is it to sort of keep the momentum going? I know it's been a couple of weeks since we last played, but with a lot of games coming up over the Christmas period, it's a real chance to sort of get a bit of a run going, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I think the way we've been training well, we've been training good each day, so that's the only thing we can do at the moment, and sort of wait till the next game comes along.
Eyeing up a few more goals this season?
Yeah, definitely. I know I haven't scored as many as I'd like to this season, but yeah, if I can get a few more, I'll be happy with that.
But you must be still happy with the output that you're managing to put in. As we've said, you're playing a lot of minutes. You've had some nice link up as well with a few of the players around you.
Yeah, I think the boys around me that I play with, I know Wes comes over and plays with me a lot, and Ralphie behind me, and Noor comes across sometimes. So yeah, we have a lot of good interplay. So and we've made a lot of good chances from that. So yeah, I'm still happy with the amount of chances we're creating. So it's good.
And psychologically, with the fact that you have had these sort of periods of lots of games in one go, then the break, and then we know what a busy time that the Christmas period is. You just want to be playing all the time, but you just sort of have to manage when the workload gets bigger and smaller.
Yeah, I think it's strange. Like last month or so, I think when I said when we were playing Saturday, Tuesday non-stop for the whole month, we didn't do a proper day of training on Tuesday, which is usually a really tough day for us. So when we done our first one, it was weird because we haven't done that for so long, and now at the moment we're doing them all the time because there just doesn't seem to be as many games. So it just changes the week in that training style, but we make sure that we're just ready for each game that comes along.
Has training been any different this week with the colder weather? Do you have to adapt at all?
It's just been cold, that's all. It's just not been nice.
Thank you.
So we're sort of edging nearer a brighter future. How tough has it been for you? Because obviously you're local, you grew up with Southend, so people must bombard you all the time with what's happening. It must be quite sort of tough at times.
Yeah, it is tough. I mean, a lot of people do ask me, family, friends, and everyone, people that I bump into on the streets and that do ask sort of where we're at, but I'm sort of just the same, sort of just waiting for news to come, and hopefully, like you say, we definitely seem like we're on the up, and yeah, just waiting for it all to go through.
And is it Wembley that's the sort of dream in this competition? Obviously, what would it mean to play for your local team or something like that?
Of course, yeah, that is the dream, and that's what obviously gives this competition gives clubs like in these divisions. So as long as we win the games, and hopefully we'll get a good day out.